Hey there everybody, it's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. Today we're going to be taking a look at Imperium Classics from designers Nigel Buckle and David Turtzi and publisher Osprey Games. This is a game for 1 to 4 players, takes about 40 minutes per player. Formidable adversaries are arrayed against you, your people stand ready, history beckons. So, I just did a unboxing for another game in this series called Imperium Legends. This is Imperium Classics. I already know from that previous unboxing that the rule books in here are going to be identical to the rule books in Imperium Legends because they essentially play the exact same way. You can play them standalone or you can combine them together if you like. I will quickly just kind of show off the rulebook in case you didn't look through that unboxing video, but I won't spend a whole lot of time on it. But as I said before, you can play these together. You can put them together if you choose to. It goes over the card breakdown, the different aspects of the cards, the iconography, etc. And then it goes through the setup and it shows you what you do if you combine Classics and Legends together right here. Otherwise, you've got a player setup. And then you've got a commons area set up as well. It tells you what you need to do to get that play area all ready to go. On your turn, it's going to be played in a series of rounds. You're going to be doing one of 3 things. Either you will activate, or you will innovate, or you will revolt. And then no matter what you do after that, you will clean up. And it goes into more details over how you do all these. Activating cards are obviously going to give you different actions that you can do. All right. Innovation is described there, and revolt is described there. Then you've got your cleanup. Okay, and then it says the game is going to end in one of 2 ways. Either there's going to be a scoring or there's going to be a collapse triggered, and it gives you what it takes for scoring to be triggered. It says if one of these conditions is met, and then it goes into more detail there. And then collapse says when collapse is triggered, the game ends immediately without even completing the current action. So it can end in one of 2 ways. You've got a number of different keywords that are going to be found on those cards, and this goes into more detail on those. Card-specific notes, nation-specific notes. And then it goes into more of the what these nations are. So we're looking at classics here. So within this box, we have the Carthaginians, we've got the Celts, the Greeks, the Macedonians, the Persians, the Romans, the Scythians, and the Vikings. And also, it's got a difficulty rating there, which I didn't actually mention in the last unboxing. So that's nice. It's good that some are more straightforward than others. And so maybe some people that are either familiar with this game or familiar with these types of games, maybe that would be a good way to kind of handicap for the players that are not as familiar. We've got a solo specific rule book, and I cannot tell you how happy I am to see that. As a solo player, I think it's always great when you can have a specific rule book for the solo game. It makes it easier on everybody, both the solo players and the people that are not interested in the solitaire variant, because they know what's what. Here are our cardboard components. These are perfectly functional. They're pretty standard. They're not super thick. They're not super thin. They're about what you would expect from a modern board game in terms of the cardboard. Okay. We've got ourselves a big D6 that is somewhat custom in the sense that it has that one large pip there. Now, I'm not going to look through all of these, as I said in the last one, but I'll look through, a couple of these civilizations. Let's look through the Carthaginians because they're first in the order, and you'll see in the custom insert there, it tells you which cards go into which well. Has that distinctive art from the Miko, which I am mispronouncing. That I am a huge fan of. This main card, which is of the telling you what your civilization is, this one is double-sided. The others are not. Got elephants. You can see it's got different text and icons that are going to basically show you what the card can do when it is activated, or perhaps when it is discarded. But a lot of unique art. I'm not seeing a lot of repeat. There's some repeat art, but a lot of unique art as well. Okay, so that's the Carthaginians. Let's look at the Romans. All right, that's their kind of civ card. You may have heard of Julius Caesar. Okay. Looks like those unrest cards are pretty much found in all of the different civilizations, and that makes sense, okay? So that's the Romans. Here are the Celts, the Scythians, which are getting more represented in modern board games between this and Raiders of Scythia. This is uncivilized group, it says. This is region cards, which I'm assuming are going to be in the commons area. Unrest, Fame, State and Solstice cards, which are just kind of like, I guess, cards that are going to go into like a centralized area. Or perhaps get built into decks, because there is a deck building element. Here are the Vikings. Here are the Greeks. Here are the Macedonians. The Persians. The Tributary. And what they say are civilized cards. Don't know what that means. All right, well, I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what we're going to find inside the box of Imperium Classics. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.